In Yunlin County, there's a group of high school students who sacrifice their weekends and summer vacation to volunteer as tutors and counselors for kids in a rural area.
Being young and inexperienced, these teenage teachers were written off by many as unqualified, but they now have their teachers and parents convinced of their commitment to the children. Through the experience, the high school students are also realizing their mission to make a difference in society and to give rural children a new perspective on life.
It's the end of the school year. Wang Ju-hsuan, a rising senior at Douliu Senior High, walks out of her school and heads home. She lives in Dapi Township and has to commute to Douliu City every day. The contrast between her rural town and the city is as stark as the disparity in the education offered in the two places. Her home is surrounded by rice paddies, and educational resources are sparse. Lacking support, Wang supplemented her coursework by devouring large quantities of English reading materials, and she tested into an experimental language class.
Dapi is in a place that's neither rural nor urban. It doesn't have the convenience of a big city, and it isn't eligible for resources allocated to rural areas.
The people of Dapi work either on farms or in the industrial sector. Many are economically disadvantaged, and custodial grandparenting is common.
I thought to myself, why not go back to my home village and teach the kids English? So I asked some of my friends from junior high and elementary school if they would join me and help out, and we held an English summer camp. By the end of it, our team was born.
The team is called ACE. It's made up of mostly high schoolers with a few junior high students.
When I was in junior high, I took up judo. During matches, you'd hear the contestants yell ACE to declare that they were the best. So we named ourselves ACE because we hope to be a winning team. The A stands for active, C is courage, and E is extraordinary.
At first I thought it was just babysitting elementary kids and giving them something to do in the summer at the camp. But later I realized that her main purpose had to do with caring for our society.
早安。今天在六甲教室哦。哎，啊，佩纯，姐姐，太好了，是谁？
It's the first day of summer vacation. Wang and her team are busy leading activities, carrying out their duties as members of Team ACE.
我们分工合作的方式是
Our tasks are divided just like how responsibility is divided in an organization with various departments. We have an art promotion section, a marketing section, and even an education section, since our main mission is camp and education-related activities.
When they're learning at the camp, the children are very bold about going up to any big brother or big sister and volunteering an answer to questions. They don't have anxiety about giving the wrong answer or not performing well. They dare to try new things. That's something we don't see in a conventional classroom setting.
At first, these young teachers had trouble convincing parents of their qualifications. When Wang Ju-hsuan held her first English camp, she was just 15, and that worked against her.
那时候其实很多家长其实不愿意让孩子来参加我们活动。
At that time, many parents were unwilling to send their kids to our camp. My young age deterred them. They wondered if my English was good enough to teach their kids.
Getting a venue to hold the event was also a challenge.
一开始借不到学校。
In the beginning, we couldn't find a school willing to let us use their facilities. They probably thought we were not good enough, so we could only rent a space at the Community Activity Center.
弟弟你好，请问妈妈在吗？
To win over the skeptical parents, Wang pulled out all the stops.
我就亲自做了活动的报名表。
I made registration forms myself and took them to the kids' homes. I then introduced our activities to the parents. I think at that time, making a personal visit was quite persuasive.
Thanks to her persistence, the rural endeavor had a chance to take root. Her team of teachers grew from 9 to the current 25.
我觉得跟着她，我可以发现
By working alongside her, I can discover new aspects of myself and see the world from a new perspective.
我最近是有想到另外一个，就是我们可不可以结合在地的菜市场文化去做一个让小朋友更加深入了解。
Now with more experience under its belt, Team ACE runs a smooth operation that holds regular meetings, assesses how effective its classes are, and even looks into new topics that might enrich the curriculum. Since all ACE activities are free of charge, Wang writes proposals to solicit funding, drawing on the ideas her team develops during brainstorming sessions.
很多就是家里可能家庭的收入其实不是那么的优渥。
Many families are just scraping by, so in order to attract the kids and incite their interest, we can only ask corporations for financial assistance.
With their high aspirations, these teenage teachers are not content to be confined to the classroom. They take their students on field trips to learn about Taiwan's traditional culture and strengthen their sense of local identity.
虽然我们只是高中生，
Even though we're still in high school, I feel we have a duty to care about issues in our society.
Even as the high schoolers grapple with their own academic stress, they're eager to set aside time for the kids. Their journey as teachers hasn't always been smooth sailing, but they're learning from each other as they forge ahead.
一直有一个信念支持着我。
I've always had the belief that while I may be insignificant, I can use my limited power to change the world.